Have you heard the news, Earthwalker?
Oh, I've been hearing news, all right.
Trump ain't joking.
He doesn't.
Trump says he's going to go guns blazing into Nigeria.
I tell you,
Listen.
This is Trump, you know.
It's trouble, man. Listen, no matter what you think about Trump, he always sticks up for the Christians, hasn't he? Don't you think so?
He's made multiple moves for the Christians, the Bible, Christianity, religious freedom. They don't get covered a lot.
Yeah,
They don't get covered enough.
Yes,
but,
yes,
but,
yes.
but he does. Pray for him still. Not perfect.
We
Pray
have
for
to
him
pray
still.
for him. And I'm telling you, he gave them a stern warning. He says, you got to fix this up, not next week or the week after. He says, now, or else we're coming in. Let's go over there and see what they're saying, Earthwalker. Because you know, if we start talking, right, it's going to be for about an hour. We're not going to be able to see the
It's
video.
a big topic. That's for real possible.
President Trump is threatening to send the U.S. military to Nigeria to stop the slaughter of Christians.
Good.
The Islamic terror groups have been targeting Christian communities there for decades.
Nigeria's government says it welcomes help in the fight against terrorists under certain conditions.
Of course.
Dale Hurd has the story.
After first denying the problem, the Nigerian government now says it would welcome U.S. help in fighting Muslim insurgents killing Christians.
That's the main thing.
Yes.
And I did speak about that when I made that episode.
Yes.
They denied it. They
That's what I
said
think. That's how I heard just now. They denied it.
him, what's his name? That silly man. It's Tinubu or whatever his name is.
I don't know who he is.
Him, and I know some others that were that support him, were saying there is no genocide. There is no Christian genocide.
What?
There is not. It's not religiously targeting. And he did a full-on PR stunt reply talking about, oh, I talked with both leaders, Muslim and Christian, and all of this. And you know what the funny part was? I knew that he did not create that message. I said he probably got his assistant to help him write or something like that.
Yes.
But someone else did an AI check on it. And apparently, according to this AI checker, it's 86% AI done.
What? These guys, man. What's wrong with them?
They're so lazy.
And you know something? From you denying it, you're with the enemy.
That's it.
From your denying it, you agree with what is happening in your country. But these guys, when they hear about Trump, you know, because they know that when Trump's a bit loopy in his head sometimes, they get scared. Let's continue to see what's happening here, Earthwalker. Thank you.
Them denying it proves they're full of nonsense.
Definitely.
Long as its territorial integrity is respected. This after President Trump warned on Truth Social the U.S. military stands prepared to go into Nigeria guns a-blazing, claiming the country's government is allowing Christians to be slaughtered, and adding the Nigerian government better move fast.
Yep.
On Nigeria, just wanted to ask you, do you envisage US boots on the ground?
Could be. I mean, a lot of things I envisage, a lot of things. They're killing record numbers of Christians in Nigeria. And they have other countries very bad also. You know that part of the world, very bad. They're killing the Christians and killing them in very large numbers. We're not going to allow that to happen.
Estimates of the number of Christians killed in Nigeria from Muslim extremist groups and sectarian violence since 2009 are in the tens of thousands. Some claim it exceeds 100,000. Nigeria is split nearly equally between Muslims and Christians. But over the last decade, the violent terror group Boko Haram and other extremists have increased attacks in northern Nigeria. Nigerian broadcaster and political commentator Cyril Abaku said if U.S. involvement makes Nigeria safer, Nigerians would welcome it.
We are
100%.
Yeah.
Those numbers don't shock me because I remember hearing numbers before and I spoke about it. Someone once said, and this was some time ago before things escalated.
Yeah.
He said every 24 hours, they said like 2 Christians are killed by a Muslim in Nigeria. Every 24 hours.
That's crazy, man.
And you know things only got worse from there.
Yeah.
And people talk about it's evenly split. I said it's not evenly split. I said you have to take into account the amount of killings that's happening with Christians. And the numbers are so-called kind of like, well, even. No, it's not evenly split. They're just attacking these Christians for sure.
Well, the evidence is there. You're seeing it all the time, and nobody's doing nothing. Not only Nigeria, but in places like Mozambique. We done a video about it the other day. All over Africa, this is happening, and it needs to be stopped now. Christians are dying all over the world for rubbish.
And we said someone who's stronger than them needs to do it. And the strongest one right now is easily the US of A.
Oh, come on.
Easily.
Definitely, yes.
I mean, who really gonna box with USA?
Yeah, nobody.
You gotta be stupid to box
Yeah,
with them, bro.
yeah.
For real. Keep it a buck.
Yeah.
Continue our,
Yeah,
well, not so happy man is a tough topic.
It is.
Everywhere, terrorism is now a global problem, and our communities don't feel safe. And so if we have support from outside coming to say, we want to work with you to help stem the tide, I think we should buy it. This is something that we should welcome, frankly.
President Trump also declared Nigeria a country of particular concern, opening the door for State Department sanctions. Sunday, churches around the world took part in the International Day of Prayer for the Persecuted Church. Ryan Brown of Open Doors US says prayer is the most important thing the church can do for Nigerian Christians.
Our brothers and sisters, the thing that they have most asked for is to know that they are not alone. When the international body of Christ can come alongside on a day like the International Day of Prayer for the Persecuted Church, that sends a strong, strong message to our brothers and sisters to let them know they are not forgotten.
Dale Hurd, CBN News.
Well, let's send that message that they are not forgotten, and let's send it very tangibly. This is the fourth republic in Nigerian history, and the previous ones, it's marked by civil war, it's marked by turmoil, coups, uprisings, usually ending up with the military in charge. The last time a Christian was president was all the way back in 2015, and he's the first time in the history of Nigeria that there was a peaceful transition of power following an election. The two presidents since were Muslims, so the current president saying, well, Christians aren't being targeted, well, he's coming from a Muslim background.
Exactly.
And he's saying, well, we're going to blame it on terrorists. But Boko Haram and Al-Qaeda are both active in this north. There's a whole strategy on the part of the Muslims in sub-Saharan Africa to create Islamic republics. And so
that's the thing.
Yes, that's crazy.
That's the thing. It's like, people like, there is the radical and extreme Muslims that do all these violent things following the Quran. It's in the Quran, it's in the Hadiths. It is. That's why they have offensive jihad and stuff like that. Many have talked about it. But then you got the Muslims who claim to be like peaceful and stuff, who try to downplay these things or deflect. Like if a Muslim terrorist group does something, they'll say, oh, those are not Muslims, that is not Islam, that's not, and they try to like downplay, like move on, it's just bandits. It's like what one of the officials said, it was like, oh, we just have a bandits problem. It's not a religious like problem. And isn't it interesting how after a Christian, president, then we had two Muslims presidents back to back,
and then it starts,
and things escalated way more.
Yes.
Remember,
and they don't care.
No, they don't. This is what they want. If you follow the Hadiths and look at what Muhammad did, this is what they want. This is what they want. This is literally what they want. You can see this pattern. What happened when we got Sadiq Khan as mayor in London? Those stabbings went through the roof. I'm just saying, you see a pattern? It is what it is, man. Yo,
I hear you, Earthwalker.
Yo, yeah. Let's hear what you gotta say. You almost.
This is crazy.
what's going
Crazy.
on? And it can be called a genocide, specifically targeting Christian communities in the northern part of Nigeria. I applaud the president for bringing it to the world's attention. And let's do whatever we can to help our Christian brothers and sisters in Nigeria.
Well done, Donald Trump, for bringing it to the world, because when he speaks, people will listen. For bringing it to the world, what is happening in Nigeria. Now, we know about this for years. We've known about this for years. We've done videos on this, haven't we?
Yeah.
But no one was paying attention.
Not for
it's
real.
like it wasn't really happening. But now that Trump has spoken, the world has woken up and their eyes are now open. Now, I just want this Nigerian man to stop. The Nigerian president, tell your peoples who's in your country to stop what they're doing. Because if Donald Trump sends the army in there, a lot of people are gonna die. And we don't want that.
No.
We don't want that. So let's come to a peaceful solution to this terrible situation that's happening in northern Nigeria. That's right, northern Nigeria. I think it is.
Mostly because of the interaction.
I know that you've got a lot to say on this because Earthwalker actually done a 1-hour podcast on this same situation. So I'm going to have to leave that link in the description for you to go on over there and hear what Earthwalker's got to say, because he won't be able to do it today on here, you know what I mean? But what a quick overview of what you think is going on Earthwalker.
Well, that's the thing. Many people have been talking about it and talking about these in other places, but unless any of these people are big, they can just be ignored. And as you saw, silence from Nigeria's government, Muslim government, and finally Trump says something, final response, right? But other people now has also taken Donald Trump speaking up, because he did that on Truth Social, his platform. But other people have made it more spreading, even other places like X, which used to be called Twitter, for example. And one of them was Nicki Minaj.
Yes.
The what they call it, the queen of rap.
I heard her yesterday.
Super bass and all that.
Yes.
She retweeted that and thanked President Trump for bringing this attention, because this is something that touches her heart as well, like the country and everything. And you should see it. It shows how many people are honestly ignorant of the situation, because her fans who, their main thing would just be music. I saw some of them in the comments who really were shocked. They didn't even know that this stuff was even happening. So she brought it to people who don't know nothing about international politics and stuff. And then you even got others like Tommy Robinson, who's also big with recent things, spreaded it as well. And it's just...
Oh, is he talking about it as well?
Yes, he did. He talked about standing with the Nigerian Christian and stuff like that. So it can't be ignored anymore. When you've got technically the number one guy in the world. If you're like the head of USA, you're considered the strongest in the world, right? You got the number one guy talking about it. You got the number one female rapper talking about it. Then you got one of the biggest voices right now in the UK, Tommy Robinson, and this stuff going on. And like, it's just spreading, and more people are talking about it. And they have been taking action. What's his name? Hegseth, who's like a head of like, basically the military staff, Department of Defense or something. He's been ordered by Trump to take action, so they're doing some discussion and stuff. Things are going to turn up.
Well, I'm glad you said that. Trump, Nicki Minaj, and Tommy Robinson, they've been very vocal. What's happened to us in our churches? You need to get vocal as well.
Speak up.
Why is the church so quiet?
This is our family.
I hear nothing. I don't hear nothing. I watch sermons every week online. In the States, in the US, all over the world, and I hear nothing about what is going on in Nigeria. It's like we don't care about our brothers and sisters that are suffering. Fix up.
Yeah, it feels that way, but at least as they saw right there in CBN, they did a prayer. What was it an hour prayer? Like they did an international, we're praying. So we are seeing some actions, but there's some places where it's like, it's quiet. Nobody should be quiet on this.
Yes. People
Say something for sure.
People are dying.
Don't be cowards, bro.
So listen, anybody's got anything to say, you know where to go.
We want to hear it.
We want to hear what you got to say. We want to hear it. Do you agree with us?
You better.
Do you disagree with us? If you agree with us, your comment will stay live. If you disagree, we might delete it.
Yeah, you better watch
I'm only joking. No, we want to hear what you've got. We want to hear what you've got to say. So make sure you share this video, because we can see you and we know that you're watching our videos.
Allegedly.